Hey everyone, Jeff here. Welcome back to God of Weapons. So surprisingly, we have not done a difficulty 5 run with Rogue yet. I suspect this is going to be extremely easy, but let's see how busted we can get, shall we? We get 5% damage for every... Oh, it's every weapon in inventory. I thought it said every item. I can't read. You know, that makes the game a little more difficult, not being able to read. We get 5 move speed. -5 vitality, -10 armor, but we start with an extra dagger, so that's kind of nice. Start max difficulty. We have 3 options here. We have adjacent weapons get the sharp tag, and adjacent weapons get a bonus crit damage for each crit chance. That's pretty powerful. Adjacent weapons have chance to give bonus gold on hit. That seems like not great. And then spawn a marked enemy every floor. I don't think I've used this yet. If there's an elite enemy, mark an elite instead. Killing a marked enemy drops extra gold and a special potion that increases melee power. I mean, it's fine, I think. I guess we could try the hit list. I don't know. We haven't used it before, so let's just do it. Throwing dagger. Throwing dagger. Yeah, that's just throwing dagger. We'll see what we're gonna use as we continue on, but all right. Well, I'm guessing that's the marked enemy. We got 1 melee power. If it's only 1 melee power every floor, that's not that amazing. Compared to the other one, which could be like 100% crit damage plus the sharp tag on adjacent weapons, like that's a significant damage buff. I don't know. We'll see. Let's just make some space here. I don't know how much it really matters. So yeah, it was just 1. Attack speed for every adjacent dagger. This doesn't matter where it is. Very notably, so we can just put it wherever. That's a nice thing about that unique, which is that relic, which is not normal for these things. All right, we're just gonna take all the daggers, I guess. This is an all dagger run. That's fine. It's been a while since we did an all dagger type thing. I'd like a throwing dagger here, if we can find it. Right there, and then another dice, maybe? No, it's a little greedy. It's fine. Alright, so we're getting 5% damage for each of our... Wait, so we're getting 5% damage, and then we're getting melee power passively. This is gonna end up being a ton of damage, I suspect, later on. Now, defensively, we're kind of trash. But maybe that doesn't even matter because we're gonna end up having a ton of dodge and we can get the move speed build going. That might work. Just be like the Miami Dolphins, just go all movement speed, no defense. It's a winning strategy, like most of the time right now, it seems like. Take a scroll of mastery, some extra XP, can't go wrong with that. The first whetstone. I think we'd rather just have more weapons. Take a dagger. It, you know, buffs throwing dagger. Buffs, I mean, it buffs everything, right? Plus we get the passive bonuses, so whatever. No real need to reroll. We've kind of got everything we want right now. We just have to make sure we defeat the marked enemy every wave, which... I do appreciate how easy it is to find the marked enemy. It's not very obscured. It's like the enemy is not like faintly glowing red or something. It's a very obvious like hunter's mark sort of deal if you're a WoW person. Yeah, fairly pleased with that. Let's see. We're gonna go here, and we have room for another dagger right there, and we're just gonna keep doing this like so. I could reroll for better stuff, but Today might be a faster run because this is kind of playing itself. I can't believe, I don't even know if I've ever actually played this character, to be honest. I might have tried it in the demo. I think I did. And like the Steam Next Fest when I first tried this game like a few months back. Well, maybe more than a few now because I've been playing this game for like a month since release, but like 4 months ago or something, I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know if I have or not. I'm gonna take the potion just to have extra enemies. We have a spot for another dagger plus a dice, preferably. Nice with the dice. Let's take another potion just for more enemies. There's definitely an argument that whetstone is probably better, but I think it's funnier to just take the freaking the throwing dagger for sure. We'll get rid of this dice, put this throwing dagger here. We're going kind of crazy. All right, this is touching a million things, so let's put this one here. This thing's at 82 DPS right now. Just all weapons. What if we just only took weapons? What if we like turn this into like a challenge run where I just like stop taking items and just only took weapons for the rest of the run? It's kind of interesting, right? I mean, thinking about it, the only downside with only taking weapons, right, is realistically we're not really gonna have very much lifesteal. You could definitely get some, but we wouldn't have a good amount. That's a purple ebony dagger. We would have that's a blue ebony dagger. Okay. Okay. So like we would have a hard time getting a bunch of lifesteal. And defensively, I guess we would be relying on dodge mostly because I don't even remember what the armor set is because I don't really care about armor that much in this game. Like we take it on turtle shell and otherwise don't worry about it for the most part unless we're playing like an armor-based character, because armor doesn't work in a profitable way typically. It's just like an inefficient stat the way it's currently coded into the game. Well, we're not gonna go all weapons when there's a miniature lantern. Okay, well, all weapons out. I mean, we didn't go all weapons from the start, so. But we are kind of like speedrunning difficulty 5 right now. It's fine. It's fine. This is a disgusting display of how strong this character is. We aren't really doing anything special right now. The strategy has literally been take daggers, take dice, take typically good items if they show up. You know, red cube, miniature lantern, and then just run around in circles. Try not to get hit. There's this ongoing debate about picking up XP during the wave and whether or not it disappears, whether it carries over to next wave. It's very unclear because if you notice at the end of a wave, that is a vampire heart, which we're definitely going to take. But I don't think I want to sell any weapons. But I'm going to sell a dagger because, I mean, well, it's a vampire heart. But I kind of want this throwing, well, we could do a better throwing dagger. Like this one. Like this one. That cup seems terrible. I'm just gonna get this for now. Need more inventory space. Anyway, so there's a ongoing, I'm not gonna say debate in the comments for all my, all of our God of Weapons videos, but it revolves around the picking up of XP during the wave and whether you actually need to pick it up versus whether it makes no difference or not. So there's definitely a visibility issue, right? Because when you pick it up during the wave, there is a noticeable increase. I think we can all agree on that. Like, your XP does go up when you walk over it. However, at the end of a wave, you do vacuum it up, similar to something like Brotato, like you do gold, but your XP doesn't go up. So my thought is that the XP is being carried over to the next wave. However, the game is not showing that in any way, so there's no way to really confirm it. This would also explain why sometimes you get a massive amount of like damage buffs on additional levels, on additional like why you get a massive amount of XP gain randomly on certain levels versus other levels is what I was getting to, if my words would let me. Words are hard. Oh, I need to add a words are hard counter button. I need to remember to do that. I don't know if I'm going to remember this video, but I might. And I just rolled past that fan that I meant to buy, so forgive me for my transgressions. These things happen. Oh, hey, look, it returned. It came back to me. We don't need all these dice. But we do have to actually, like, do something about this whole situation, because, like, this doesn't, having 4 here doesn't help. I guess we can wait. Let's not be dumb about this. Let's just take this, right? Take that. Move this over here. Put this here. Put this here. We figure this out because we're smart. I'm a smarty pants. So we can figure this out. There we go. So we just want to not move now, but if we do move, we have extra dodge. It's whatever. There's a ring of power that we don't need. Sorry. Dice set is just not as good as a deck of cards. Lifesteal Gloves is pretty good. Pretty good here. We don't need it though. Ooh, there's a feather. Meh. It's a mystical finger. I can get down with the mystical finger. How are we rearranging everything to make it fit though? I don't really know. What if we just lock both of them? Just take it next time. I think that's fine. Look, it is early Sunday morning right now. I am recording this prior to football because I don't want to be angry after my team inevitably disappoints me like they always do. So I'm in a pretty good mood. So I'm kind of just like chilling right now. Things are great. We're absolutely crushing God of Weapons. We're about to hit 3,000 subs. If you haven't subbed and you're enjoying the content, please do that right now, because, you know, it'll make me feel good. Don't you want me to feel good? Or do you want me to be a sad boy? I don't know. Whatever. A sad man. sad old man. It's more appropriate, but whatever. Let's take a feather. Let's take a mystical finger. Let's skip all these other things. I will buy a potion for extra enemies. we're going to sell this dagger and buy this dagger. I'm going to buy this for extra crit. We lose some vitality. Who cares? We buy this for extra lifesteal. I immediately remember that I didn't stop moving with our fan, but that doesn't really matter. Don't want to get hit. Oh, do we get more melee power from this thing? No, you still get one. So, realistically, right, this relic gives you could place it anywhere, but over the course of a run, it gives you 20 melee power. No, it gives you 19 melee power. Because the 20th you wouldn't get until wave 20. And you get that melee power incrementally. So let's say wave 10, when it's relevant, you get like 10 melee power. But then you could also sell it and you still have the melee power. I don't know. I mean, that's not terrible. I don't think it's as good as the other rogue thing that like this gives you a huge damage bonus boost. I was trying to say one of those words. Well, there's Brave Spirit, so that's about to make things extremely complicated. I could just lock it and just figure it out next wave. I think that's fair. Oh. Great Demon Skull does increase the amount of enemies, though, which is kind of nice. So what if, like, we sold this Ebony Dagger, move some stuff around a little bit? That's what I'm thinking. Put that here. So now we have extra enemies. Or get us some extra space. So we can get Brave Spirit going. I mean, that was the plan all along, right? Was to get Brave Spirit and go, like, dodge heavy, the move speed build. Which, obviously, move speed build does not synergize with the fan very well, so we could probably sell that. Might need some more lifesteal. Now that I think about it. Maybe. I don't know. We're doing kind of a lot right now. But yeah, I'm curious what you guys think about the whole XP thing. If you have previously not commented on what you think or what you know, or if you have any sort of insider information, post it in the comments. Let me know. There's been quite a bit of discussion. So this gives a minus 1% damage for every 1 move speed when moving. We're going to be moving a lot. Let us sell the fan. Let us buy the Brave Spirit. Put this here and put this here. Now, move speed is big for us. Lifesteal's still pretty good. We could definitely probably do for some more weapons, honestly. Dust is basically you always take it. It's a weird thing I did. Not advised. Okay, wait. Let's move this over so I have some like space to work with stuff here. We have a whole spot. We could we're not golden chaining when we have a literal Brave Spirit. I will take another, you know what? I'm gonna roll a few times here and see if we hit Bloody Necklace. Oh, Miniature Lantern. All right. Miniature Lantern over Scroll of Mastery is fine. More enemies is more XP also. Ebony Dagger over this Ebony Dagger, 215 versus 261. Yeah, sure. This is 4 melee power, which we don't really need. It could be like a lot of melee power, but meh. Another Mystical Finger. Again, we can kind of do without it. I think we'll just go. All right, we don't have to stand still anymore because we don't have the fan, which is probably good for our health. We also don't have any revives. Very important to note that. Since we don't have dodge cap and we don't really have armor in the slightest. Basically, all we have is damage. Lots and lots of damage and lots of daggers. We do have a lot of daggers and range. And luck. I mean, luck and range are basically the stats you want to have. I've mentioned this a few times, but if you're trying to learn from this video, maybe you're new to the game, early luck into getting range is probably the best strategy. And I say that because the like spyglass item that like takes up 3 spaces is not a very good item. But range as a stat is incredibly powerful, so getting as early as you can is good. You really want to get to Miniature Lantern. This is the item. I don't think we have any armor. How many times have I said that while playing this game? We never buy armor. I will take 20% XP gain. Oh, we got a revive. That's a big pickup. That's a big old security blanket that we did not have before. Could Abacus. It could Assassin's Glove. I don't think that's terrible. Oh, I guess we can potion. We can't potion. We're out of the monies, but that's okay. Yeah, one thing you can do is you can buy the Elixir of Last Breath that gives you the revive, because it cuts your HP in half. It actually doesn't cut your HP in half. What it does is it sets your HP to half of its max. So if you actually have less than half your max HP, it'll actually raise your HP to half. But if you do it in the right order, you can buy that, then get a potion and heal yourself back up to full. It's not like Ritual Doll, where if you take a Ritual Doll and you buy a potion after you've taken the Ritual Doll, you still start the next wave at 1 HP, no matter what. Just some order of operations things. The game's not entirely clear on everything. It's just how it is. I mean, you know, it's how these things go. 3 levels is not bad. There's another lantern. We now have 100 range in our daggers. It's pretty good. There's another dagger. I mean, sure. Sure. It's not like super exciting, right? Or common daggers. That's Amore right there. Ooh, okay. Okay, hold up. I will lock a second revive, and a red cube here is massive to bump up the vampire heart. Now, unfortunately, that does also put us in the 2 HP a tick bracket. Because vampire heart is based off your max HP, how much you lose. So losing 2 HP a second is quite a bit worse than 1. In fact, I would say it's twice as worse. Twice as bad. Look, don't come here for grammar. come here for the funnies and the strategery gameplay. George W. approved. Maybe, I don't know. I can't say that for sure. There's no way of knowing if you've seen my channel. It seems extremely unlikely. He's probably busy writing a book about, like, invading a country under false pretenses. I'm old enough to remember. Let's take another revive. Let's not take a pocket watch because we're gonna move speed build. It's 14. It's floor 14. I think that's early enough to take a deck of cards. Now, 10 lock, 2 crit, 2 resource gains, just good. There's another throwing dagger. We're okay right now. That's a ceremonial dagger, though. That's a different kind of dagger. All right, brave spirit, you gotta move on up. Have to make some adjustments here. Get in. And dragon scale is good armor for sure. All right, this ebony dagger is gonna go so I could take a plunderer's flag. Move speed, resource gain, and enemy amount are all fantastic things, especially when you have a brave spirit. We have minus 20 armor, which is still kind of bad. Ooh, I do love crystal staff, but I'm not using it here. And more crit is great. This run is going excellent. We have 2 revives. We have a ton of daggers. We have great lifesteal. We have extra lifesteal from the exquisite dagger. We've got... we are missing... we are admittedly missing a bloody necklace, unfortunately. The game does... after playing almost every character now, the game definitely does need some more item variety. Because the runs are starting to feel a little bit samey once you hit around this floor. There's like 3 variations or something, basically. As far as items go, the weapons are good. There's like a good deal of variation in the weapons. It's the items themselves are kind of... you're kind of stuck between like a couple different builds. And maybe that's just like a balance thing. But, you know, I do believe the game is still early access technically. That's a tier 4 dagger. Well, I guess we'll sell this one. Just plop this right in here, right there. Tier 2 dagger. I'm less excited about that. I will take a dust of enlarging. Imagine if you just had some dust that just made things bigger, what you could do with it. Imagine how happy my wife would be. You know what? I'll take another ceremonial dagger. Why not? Poison vial. So what are we missing here? Lifesteal's at 30. We don't have the other piece of the vampire combo, so it's like whatever. This gives 5 melee power. That's kind of trash. Dagger. I mean, he's just take another dagger. It's kind of like whatever, but okay. We're gonna do it. Let's do it right though. This comes up here. This comes up here. This comes down here. This can go here. Let's move this up. Let's move this up. Let's put this right here. Yeah, I mean, that's fine for now. A lot of touching going on with the daggers. I mean, we really don't have to move. We have so much range. And the one, I mean, I'm so torn on this hit list item. 1 melee power every wave is not nothing. But it's such a small... Right, it's like such a small buff, but the opportunity cost is also like the smallest of any relics. It doesn't have to touch any item. You can sell it anytime you want, just to make space. You can sell it on the last wave to make space. Albeit the way the game is balanced currently, the last wave you should probably know whether you're going to win or not going into it. But that's a different issue. I'm going to keep taking daggers because I think it's funny. Oh, do we want 10 crit? What's our crit at? 72%? Yeah, let's bump that number up. Let's take another dagger. Turtle shell. As I mentioned before, I think turtle shell is pretty fantastic. I'm gonna sell this dagger for this dagger. Turtle shell is basically like the armor item. It's just 10 armor, 6 vitality for 6 attack speed. 6 attack speed, like, it's good. I don't really want to lose that, but it's just a lot of value for 2 slots. I think we're okay without that miniature lantern. I think we'll survive. Well, now we have to find some space. This is going to make us about infinite money. It's 6 slots. I'm probably going to sell 2 daggers, to be honest. Probably going to sell these 2 daggers that we just bought. So, like, the thing about it, right, is once you know, we don't even have lifesteal weapons. It doesn't matter. You gain gold whenever you lifesteal. So once you like have a vampire heart plus sovereignty, I'm gonna flip this facing upwards for you guys. I hope that makes you feel better. Let's do this. Now this can go over here. I did it. I'm getting better with my inventory management. Once you have the vampire heart, so you're constantly taking damage, then you're constantly gaining, and I believe it's 10. You gain 10 gold every time you lifesteal. So at minimum, you're gaining like 10 gold a second, which is more gold than you can get from any other source in the game. In my experience, I mean, except for like, I feel like there might be another class or relic or something that gives you something degenerate, but no, it's the most. It's the most. It's just in conjunction with other gold buffs, you can get as much, right? I think it's with the other rogue gold buff thing, but either way. The point being, we now have $2,200. And yeah, everything's fantastic. That is a boots. Trying to move this down. Pretty easy boots there. So now we can reroll basically as much as we want. So we want to get rid of the scrolls of mastery, get the looking glasses in here. I'm gonna like, at this point, right, we could very clearly just pass straight to the end of the run. And it's an easy win, run's over. However, for the sake of like educational purposes, I'm going to try and make some optimal choices here towards the end. I do think we want to sell the Assassin's Gloves for the Lyre, even though we do care about lifesteal. It's less important. Here we actually, even on floor Going into floor 18, we still want this guy pretty bad, so we can sell 2 dice and do some fandangling to get stuff around. Let's pull this down, move this over. Probably be easier to just move it all the way to the side, honestly. Something like this. And then this. We have some 1s over here, so this can come down, this can come down, this slides over. We put this here, easy peasy. We buy this, we're supposed to buy that. For extra crit, we get our health back, we make sure our health is under 100, so we're only taking 1 damage a tick. You could take Ritual Doll here, and pretty safely. You could just trade it out. Probably for a deck of cards at this point. You could also trade out for the Mystical Finger for extra attack speed. As far as weapon upgrades, it's kind of up to you. I would just up Throwing Dagger and then probably move on. You might be able to spend a little bit of more time in that shop if you wanted to get a little stronger, but for the most part, you're going to be totally fine. Another benefit about hitting Ritual Dagger there is you actually get more money from all the lifesteal because of Sovereignty. Sovereignty is just a busted weapon. If you don't know how to get Sovereignty, you just need to get, you have to unlock King, which I kind of forget how you do, but it's not difficult. He was like the first character I unlocked. And then you just need to get like your resource gain to 50 while you're playing King, which is also pretty easy. So yeah, we're doing like 16,000 DPS while getting passive bonuses from Bloody Necklace and our hit list. This is incredibly busted. Like, very, very, very strong. We could take another Liar, but I feel like that's like unnecessary. I'm gonna take another Throwing Dagger, actually. It's a little late for a Looking Glass, for being honest. We also have 4,500, so we could spend a little bit here. We have the rest of this shop and next shop, so I'm gonna take this Hourglass and give ourselves like 25 luck, just because. So Hourglass gives you 1 luck for every move speed you have, so it is kind of like the best item if you have a bunch of movement speed. And then we're just gonna start trading up on our weapons, if possible, and any like move speed stuff we can. We don't need another revive at this point. And then we're going to do something with this. We can sell 1 lifesteal glove for sure. Now we have the lifesteal combo, which is a huge damage boost. 3 legendaries there. It's nice touch. Blackwing's kind of great, but it takes 3 slots, and that's just kind of too much for us. Plunder's Flag, on the other hand, is much better. Like much better. Like, I will sell a Great Demon Skull to throw that in, because it also gives us luck and enemies and damage and dodge. It does everything. Likewise, Night Piece. Night Piece. It's like a 1 piece, but Night Piece. Stormite is not. Stormite is a negative move speed build only item. I don't know why I can't words at the moment. Just having a hard time right now. All right, so we're gonna put this here. We're going to take the other ritual thing so we get more money. I'm gonna skip the boots for the moment. We can do better. I don't think we could do better than 12 melee power. I don't know where we're gonna put it. It's kind of tough. The answer is probably over this throwing dagger, to be honest. Because this goes here, and then this goes here, and this like dodge caps us. Almost. Yeah. And then on the final wave, we kind of get to go crazy because we get to sell our hit list. We get to sell our bloody necklace. Everything's just dying. This character is completely busted. This character's busted. The thief's busted. Juggernaut's busted. What else am I missing that's like really... Beggar was broken. Although it took a little bit more work to get started. There's some degenerate characters in this game. Let's see what nonsense we can get up to in this last wave. I'm never really getting my DPS that high, mostly because I value, like, I'm balancing my attack speed too high. If I could get my, like, single target up, like, insanely high, I'd have more DPS, but it doesn't make a difference. There is a sovereign band there, which you just always take because it's insane. So what we're going to do now is we're going to keep the hourglass for the moment. We're going to sell the hit list. We're going to sell the bloody necklace. We have a good deal of space. I'm not going to take the turtle shell because we don't need any of that. I'm going to take a syringe to get our crit maxed out. The bloody necklace returns because that's... Why not? I guess this will give us some max crit. Don't need extra range. We will take mystical fingers. I feel like we don't need more throwing daggers. Doesn't seem necessary. Plunderer's flag seems pretty good. Divine Punisher, completely unnecessary. I'm gonna take one more poison vial. Hey, it's the blade manual. I just unlocked this. So this is weird because this actually doesn't want you to fill out your meta progression. -4 projectile power, -4 magic power. So right now it's only 4 melee and 8% attack speed, which is not good. But if you get negative stuff, it's really good. But here it's kind of bad. Interesting. Interesting. Also, Stubborn Band doesn't affect it. That's weird. Anyway. We'll take another ritual doll. Not that it's that important. Ceremonial dagger. That's a nice pickup. Really going kind of crazy on this last floor here. Let's upgrade that. We can get 3 melee power. We already have an insane amount of crit chance, so that's a fine trade. Dodge. No, dodge is fine. There's another upgrade. Sure. I will take this. I don't care. I take move speed. % damage, sure. Acceptable. Or completely out of money. Okay. Well, I think this is a pretty strong layout. I'm sorry about the somewhat uncleanliness of this inventory, but yeah, it's about to dump all over these enemies. We only have 69 HP, which, you know, I feel like that's on theme for this channel, having 69 HP. Okay, the boss is just gonna die. surprised he's still alive. Okay, he's dead. Well, that was fast. Hey, we did all the rogue ones. A 42-minute run, and I could have done this in like 30 probably if I had just sped through. That was gross. That was so strong. I don't even know what's next. Anyways, yeah, that was a fun run. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the videos. If you are, let me know in the comments. And, you know, have a nice day. It's a weekend. Have a good day. Actually, it's Monday if you're seeing this now. Never mind. I'm crazy. I'll see you tomorrow. Jeff out. Bye.